I'm just happy to be here. Still I know the world's on fire, the situation's dire. A lot of work and courage gonna be required, but I'm just happy to be here. I'm sure there's many versions inside this multiverse where I put it in forward instead of in reverse, or the technical skill I neglected to rehearse understandably landed me handily in the world I hurt. It could be worse. I could be cursed to be living a life stuck on a different timeline where I never find time to discover my path and never ask the questions that I needed to ask and never sign the bottom line on my soul contract. And the multiple needs that just might be insignificant in this infinity, but still strumming the chords on a string theory. The only thing that's clear to me is
entering the Chakaverse. Crypto. Welcome to the Chakaverse. He out speaking Chaka facts, I'm out speaking Chaka words. We out making Chaka raps, we call this the Chakaverse. No, I can't help you cop the bag, but I can help you do research. So come and join the Chaka pack, explore the Chaka universe.
What is going on, everybody? I'm Chaka Crypto. This is the Chakaverse, and we are here today with the creator of Wojak2.69, Alex Kushneir. Alex, good morning. Thank you.
Hey, good morning, Chaka. Dude, your intro. Listen, my background is TV production. I work for ABC, NBC, Disney. Your intro is awesome, dude. Like so.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. Actually, that is my 17-year-old son, Zeke. So shout out to Zeke for making that my intro music, man. So I hope you had a good Thanksgiving. How did everything went good? Spend time with your family, all that?
Yeah. I got 2 little kids, and we just had Thanksgiving over at my mother-in-law's and ate a lot of food, hung out, ran after the kids.
Yeah, we're actually doing ours today. It's the only time, because I got older kids that finding the time off for their job, so today's our day. We're gonna do it later on this evening. So
nice. Excellent. Awesome. Well, happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, thank you. Same to you. Let me real quick say what's up to the chat. We got a lot of people in here. Saeed, good morning. Good morning. Elmo, good morning, man. MK2000, good morning, Chaka. I'm ready to be amazed by your creativity. Thanks, bro. Thank you. Lazy Jedi in the house. Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. MK saying hit that like button and sub on your way in, and a sub.
Yeah,
that's right.
Smash the like button, smash the subscribe. It helps the algorithm.
Yeah, push us up in the old algorithm, like Rodney, my crypto journey says.
Yeah.
He's awesome, man. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Rodney. I mean, that's where a lot of us came from. We were all degens in the chat.
Awesome.
So Alex, thank you for being here. Let's start off with a little bit of your background. Let's hear your story, man, and then we'll jump into Wojak.
Yeah, super excited. Yeah, thanks, Chaka, for doing this with us, and really appreciate and grateful for the opportunity. So my background, I was a TV producer, like I mentioned before. I started my career at CNBC on a show called How I Made My Millions. So kind of like those are my roots as CNBC, and now I'm in this crypto world, which is amazing. I still have some friends that still run some big shows over there. Met Jim Cramer actually when I was a young kid, 22, 23. He is exactly the way he is on TV. He is in real life. Like, he has a crazy personality. He was super nice guy. But like just that is him, like through and through.
I'm assuming that he looked the same age also, right? Because I don't think he doesn't age.
He looked the same, and I see him. I will say, so in the control room at CNBC, there is a button that you hit. So they put on makeup, it's special makeup for the lights that they have and the cameras they have, and they can filter the way you look. So really? Yeah, it's great. It's literally like a button you hit, and they look like 10 years younger. It's crazy. So wow. They do look everyone looks a little older in real life. But this was, 15 years ago.
They got the Snapchat filters on.
Yeah, it's pretty much like the Snapchat filter, but this is like 15, 20 years ago in these control rooms that are massive and crazy expensive. But then I went out to work for Katie Couric at ABC, then Ariana Huffington at the HuffPost, where I met my business partner, one of my best friends, a gentleman named Jay Shetty. and worked with him for the last 8 years, building his personal brand, his being his producer, creating content, watching his podcast grow, which is one of the biggest podcasts in the world. We've had, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Kevin Hart, the biggest names on that show.
I actually just watched the Jada Pinkett Smith from his podcast, the Tom Holland, Kobe Bryant, man, a lot of great stuff.
Yeah. So that's my best buddy, and I just love Jay so much. I mean, he's just been so grateful. I was just texting him yesterday. I'm grateful for our friendship, and it's just been an awesome journey with him. And so we were living in New York at the time, and then he was like, "I'm moving to California to LA," and I'm like, "All right, I guess I'm moving too." So I moved with him out here. I guess that was 2018. We moved out here, and so been out here ever since. And so what I do now is I consult. So I'm a consultant for personal brands. I work with pretty much in the impact space. So anything from like mental health to addiction, anything that positively impacts people's lives. I come and work for personal brands. They're usually, medium to pretty big size. And I really focus on content optimization and strategy. And that's my thing, that I did with Jay, and I did with a bunch of other. Tom Bilyeu, probably a lot of people know him. He's in the space. He was one of my very, very first clients, 2018, 19. I worked with him, so that was amazing, and a bunch of others. And that's my background. And then I got into crypto, just curiosity. 2020 is kind of when I got in the space, really into like NFTs. Ethereum, I think Chainlink was maybe, I believe that was like one of my first entries, and learning about just Polygon and Cardano, and then NFTs, CyberKongs 2021. Now we're going into is like my OG collection. So I own a bunch of CyberKongs and Memeland Captains, the Grapes, OpiPen. I have a pretty good collection.
Nice.
I would say 80% of my collection is worthless, but the 20% that is worth something is really good. So I'm into NFTs as well.
So I was watching a YouTuber named Mike C. Rock, and I
know Mike. Yeah.
And I heard you mention that the content you put out is like purpose-driven content.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that a little bit?
So purpose-driven content for me is it has to positively impact someone's life after they watch it. Primarily, I would say it does revolve around a lot of the mental health space, relationships, a balanced mental state, addiction and recovery. I'm 2 years sober, and all those things, because at the end of the day, no matter how much wealth you acquire, if we don't take care of ourselves internally, mentally, physically, emotionally, all that wealth and success really doesn't mean anything. I've worked and spoke with billionaires, and the ones that have that internal peace and mental clarity and state are the most happy. The money really doesn't mean much at that point. So that's positive impact. Is the content needs to enhance our lives, make us better people and individuals.
Nice. Thank you, man. So getting into Wojak, where did the name Wojak2.69 come from?
Yeah, so I was I just bought. I wasn't into memes prior to this. I pretty much stuck to like what I knew, and so I saw the Pepe run happen, and I was like, what is this Pepe thing? It's going crazy. And then I was in an alpha group, and they were like, oh, check out this Wojak thing. Like it's a 4chan meme, meaning it's been around for years, maybe 10 to 12 years. It's an old meme. A lot of people, he's very recognizable. This is our version of him. And so I bought into that token, joined the Telegram like a lot of people do, pumped really hard, and then I kind of bought on the dip as well. And then it dipped and dipped and dipped until like, kind of, way down low. And then I got invited into the admin channel. And because I was really active in the Telegram, I'm pretty much on my computer all day, 8 to 9 hours a day, working, going on calls, and being able to do some crypto stuff, which is great. And so I noticed that it just like the founders were gone. Like they weren't very active, and especially when like, you know, the end of that little peak came and trough and kind of went into this bear zone and stayed flat for months and months. And I was unhappy about that. I was like, in learning about this meme space, it's pretty common for these people to be not doxxed and to just disappear. And I was like, well, that's fucked up. Like, I don't like, and so two other gentlemen, maybe it was three other people, had mentioned, well, what if we create this, you know, they were already starting, other people were already starting to create like Pepe 2.0s and I don't know, all these 2.0s, right? And
3,
so
4, 5, 6.0,
right.
yeah.
And so we, you know, 269, 69 is like a, you know, a thing in our world, 69 and all that kind of shit, which is funny and whatever. And so a gentleman came up with the idea of like 2.69, like let's create that token. So I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. I was like, I'll participate and be part of it. So there was originally 3 founders. It was myself, Future, and this guy, Cody. So we created the token. We did a pink sale. And me being like super green in this space, like I contributed, you know, by, you know, giving and donating ETH so that we can do this. And then my time and my energy. So I am the biggest contributor to like the growth of and building of this, you know, probably too much ETH. I told my wife, because you know, I got to be open with her and just letting her know, like, this money is probably never coming back. You know, I don't know what's going to happen, but I need to try and learn. And, you know, through failures, you know, you grow and educate yourself. And not that this is a failure, but I think that there was definitely some hurdles that we had to go through. And then like we did. And so continuing the story is we built it. I got some friends to come in and help and donate and kind of participate in this growth. And then one morning we wake up and this guy Cody writes a long email and he rugs and this in the middle, and he knows our hours because I'm in Pacific time and so is Future. He's in Pacific time and Cody is in, you know, France or wherever he is. So he knew we were asleep and he writes this email like, I can't do this anymore, you know, personal family issues. And he, you know, takes his allocation and rugs it, which scares the living shit out of everybody. And I'm asleep and so is Future. Yeah.
That was the first big dip.
That was that like 78, 80% dip that you see in the chart back a few months ago.
Okay.
And so he gone. And so I woke up in the morning and Future's like, yo, what the fuck happened? Did you read your telegrams? And I'm like, what? Like, I'm just having coffee, you know, waking up like, yeah. And then I'm like, holy shit. And so it scared the shit out of everybody. And, you know, just dipped the chart and just something, you know, I couldn't control. Like I didn't know what I could do about it. And so we just right away, you know, Future and I were just making sure security was number one. So we have a safe wallet. So we had 3 original signatures and 2 people needed to sign to do anything. So we were able to contact Safe, kick him out, kick his wallet out. So now it's just Future and I. We both have to sign to execute anything in the Safe wallet. Nice. And just made sure everything else was secure. So he emails or anything, like he's out of it. So he's out of the project. He can't harm us anymore. And so we still have, you know, a very strong community, and we were able to pump again just about close to a month ago. And so rose up again, maybe like from that low, like 350%, which was great. And then I think, again, it's just, you know, greed comes in and people see that and they want to get it. They see that as they're out and they dump it again. And so we had another nice little dump there. And now we're kind of just at this, like, you know, flat kind of steady pace. And, you know, we're really looking to build, you know, community, you know, stronger holders, stronger people that love memes, that love Wojak, and that actually can talk to the founders. You know, Future and I are on there every day.
Yeah.
Luwal helps us a lot. There's just some amazing other people that are in that community that help us grow. And, you know, now building out partnerships with Rodney and yourself and Wadi, and we're bringing in more. Jake, we were speaking to him and a few others. It's been great, you know, just getting help of like, hey, what can we do to continue to build this? Because, you know, we're macro. We're thinking longer term with this. We want this to grow through what I think is going to be the biggest bull run we've seen, 24 through 25. And I do think that after this bull run, things should steady out because the big players are going to get involved now, Fidelity and BlackRock and others, and we'll kind of see this steady growth after 25. And, you know, and I don't really think there's going to be these massive parabolic shifts anymore. Maybe in meme space, but I'm talking, you know, the big boys. So this is like their last kind of time for these major, you know, 5,000 to 20,000%, you know, jumps. in crypto. I really believe that after 25, it's going to kind of balance itself out.
Yeah, I believe that too. So, okay, so with Cody out, so now it's you and Future. Is there anybody else on the Wojak team now that the project has gone further?
Yeah, so it's just myself and Cody, and then Lual. He's been with us from day one. He's been an amazing helper in bringing community and driving awareness and talking to people through partnerships. So it's us three really are the main three people. And then we have partnerships with Rodney and a couple others that are just helping facilitate. We do have some people that have donated, to help us grow and build and do some marketing. We've definitely done marketing, some marketing that rugged us and didn't do anything, and some that did really work. And that's our thing. We're, being, now it's 6 months into this meme coin space, and this coin now being around for about 4 months. It's just a learning lesson of like who to trust. And that's Rodney and I talk about this is like, I'm doxxed. But there's so many meme tokens out there that there's no rhyme or reason why they pump. Like people just fall into it. And we kind of want to do something different. It's like, this is a meme token. We're here to have fun. No financial value or advice, but like, let's just build something cool, but with a person behind it and a team behind it who are here every day and show up and open to community interaction and discussion and voting on like kind of what we have a roadmap, but like, if you want to add something or take something out, we're opening to listening and to that growth and that journey ahead, instead of participating in something that just pumps and dumps and then disappears. It's like, stick around, let's build a community, let's take the time to build a community, and let's build this together and have success.
That's what it's all about, listening to the community too. That goes a long ways. Believe me, it really does.
Yeah.
So has anyone, you, Future, or it was Lual, have you guys ever been had your own project before? Is this your first one?
So for me and Future, it's our first one. I've never had a project before. I've had businesses before outside of crypto, but never in crypto. This is my first kind of path into this journey of what it's like. And probably the craziest because it's like a meme coin. And just, you're trying to listen to all these people and, you have to do this and you have to do that, or you should do that and get in on exchanges or do this and, get shot callers. And, I'm like, I don't know. And so you try all these things and, some to no avail, some to some avail. And you kind of learn about what this space is kind of about, the back end of it. Right. And, I have my opinions on that.
Yeah, meme coins, man. I really like meme coins. I talk about meme coins a lot on the channel because they're different, because they really go they rely heavily like off the psychological factor, like the hype, that and I can see that with Wojak2.69. You guys are keeping the community engaged. You're always putting out posts on X daily. You're in the Telegram talking to the community. Is there any talks of expanding your socials, like maybe a Reddit or a Discord in the future, or are you sticking with these?
Yeah, no, I think, and Chaka, this is kind of why, having you and other guys or girls, join us is creating a Reddit channel. What does that look like, right? What's the plan and strategy behind it? What's the frequency of content we need to output on that channel? And what should it look like? I think we're totally open to that. I just don't have that knowledge, right, about Reddit enough to be like, yeah, this is the plan and this is what we need to do. So I'm open to it. If it can help us grow and build, I think it's great.
Yeah. And then I always like to see projects with like future plans. And I seen on the roadmap here, and I don't know if this could change in the future, roadmaps.
Yeah.
This is phase 4 deep in the future. But I see on phase 3, you're planning on doing donations to multiple known charities. And I know this is far down the line. Are there any charities that you guys are aiming for? I know it's a community vote from what it says, but anything you're leaning towards?
My goal in the original thing that we discussed was children's hospitals. And looking like, if I make my money back on this, great. If I make nothing from this project, that's fine too. I've kind of come to that, which is fine. But I believe in karma. And if we can give something, whether it's $1,000 or freaking $100,000 to a children's hospital, I have little kids, and I wouldn't want anything like that to I get a little emotional about just talking about it. But
Yeah.
it's like that to me. If we can just give a little bit of money there and help people out, and if it's frequent, that'd be great. If we give $1,000 a month to a children's hospital and help these little kids out, that would be great. And it's just something small we want to do. It's not like this is a charity token and we're here to give all our money to them. It's like, let's have a nice part of us, just because that's the world I come from, right? If my pedigree wasn't Jay Shetty, like, I would question me, because like, well, where do you come from with this? Like, my background is literally impact driven. Being sober and going through that and working with people in this space around mental health and just anything that's just positive and helping people. Like, that's my background, like, for years. And so it's just part of the dharma or karma, they call it, of giving back. I actually know these Indian investors that are extremely wealthy, but to get with them and work with them, if you have an exit, like say you have $1 billion exit, 500 million of that has to go to charity. Like, that's how these dudes operate. Right. And so it's just kind of embedded in who I am and what I've done. Nice.
So when I do these AMAs, I do I do a little research. That way I have questions to ask and I can, talk about stuff. I did see a charity, because we're talking about charities. I did see a charity called Support Nature Project a while back. They were partnered with the Plant a Billion Trees. Are you familiar with that at all?
No, what is? I don't even know.
It was just when I was looking up, I was watching all your podcasts and stuff, and I came across it was you doing a Support Nature Project like 13 years ago.
Oh yeah, I was probably my modeling days. Yeah. Oh
yeah. Yes, I was gonna say you were a model. You were a model.
I was pretty 20 years old. Yeah, I was like 20 or 21. I was just in college or out of college. I think I might have been in college still. I played college football. I played Division I football at Baylor University in Texas.
Go Bears.
I was pretty ripped and jacked, and kind of in that moment of my life where I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I studied film and digital media in college, and eventually went down that path.
I felt like that was the beginning. Like that was like the start of it all. Like that was the beginning of your film stuff.
Yeah, that was just like early, like super good shape, just learn, like trying to figure out, like, do I want to be a model? Do I want to be an actor? Do I want to go in? I knew I wanted to go in the entertainment industry. I just didn't know what. And, when you're 20, you're just trying different things and learning. And so, yeah, that was like that phase of my life from like 20 to like 22.
That's awesome. And I actually had a clip. I had a clip of you making a tackle in college, man. But I didn't have time to pull it up and make it look all nice, because I was gonna be like, man, look at this, the old college days.
A lot of injuries. Dislocated my kneecap, cracked my ribs, cracked my neck, broken fingers, concussion. It was a brutal sport, but I loved it. It was my first love, was football.
Right now, I have a 17-year-old. He's a wrestler. He's getting looked at by a lot of colleges. So that will be he's actually gonna be one of my first kids. I got 4 kids. He's my first kid that's gonna be going to college. So this is a whole new thing for me. The college is looking at him and the coach is calling me and stuff. So that's different.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
So I see in phase 4, and this of course is long down the line, you got launch merchandise into the metaverse, GameFi, and even NFT skins. Is there any of that you can talk about? I know it's way down the line, but any plans you can share?
Phase 4 is kind of this really out there 20. I mean, we have to see how we go, right? I mean, we're just still in that growth mode and building a solid foundation. To talk about, GameFi and metaverse, it's just so premature. And I know that there's there's rumblings from people in the community about, like, let's not talk about that right now. It's so early.
Yeah.
And so I rather not kind of get into detail about it, just because what if it changes? What if the community doesn't want anything to do with gaming? And so I'm open to that. I'd rather make the community happy. And as the community grows and we understand kind of its personality, right? The community kind of develops its personality. I want to go in the direction that the community wants to go into. I may love gaming, and I do love gaming. I mean, I have all these toys. There's a PlayStation 5 behind me. I love video games. But maybe this isn't the project for that. Maybe this is just meme all day, meme all night, and that's what it is. And I've said in the past I really wanted to do gaming, and maybe that changes. So right now I don't know phase 4 because it could change, but it is really up to the community. I want them to tell us, is the gaming the thing they want to do, or they want to just meme hard all day and night?
Oh yeah, I totally understand that, because even though you like gaming, like say I put out a video and I edited it, I think this video is amazing, and nobody watches it, and I get feedback and they're like, well, don't do this, but I like doing that, but I got to go with the community and I'll cut that out eventually on the next video. I totally understand. So let's see, your taxes, you're 1% in, 1% out, and those are all going to, I had the breakdown up here. I did want to check out the Etherscan, just so maybe something you can go over the top 4 wallets.
Yes.
Can we talk about the top 4? I know you got the first one is that liquidity pools in Uniswap, right?
Yes.
And then you have the Burn wallet.
We have the
Burn
Burn wallet.
2.
Yep.
Can you talk about 3 and 4? Are those the
Treasury
Wojak wallets also?
Yeah, Treasury.
Okay.
One's Treasury. And then one is, we do have an exchange. So one of them could be an exchange. I don't know if that also, and like, again, technical stuff is not my forte. I wish I had Future up here to like kind of tell me, but I believe we do have some big. Those are not holders though. The ones
that's why I kind of wanted to go over them just so everybody can see that these aren't holders. These are Wojak wallets, and they're being used for other things.
Treasury. I know the one with 480 million, I believe, is definitely the Treasury. And then the ones below that, I don't know if that's Inodex, which is one of our exchanges. Would that be one of them?
It would be Inodex, and I seen that the other day. I didn't even know you guys were on Inodex. I honestly didn't know what Inodex was. I looked it up. I was like, "Oh wow,
small exchange." Again, a route like get on exchanges. Like, so we're on CoinMarketCap, we're on CoinGecko. Like, we wanted to make sure we're there. Dex Tools, Dex Screener, and then an exchange. And so we're like, okay, let's get on an exchange. So we were able to get on there. And so like, is that a route we continue down? Like, let's keep getting on exchanges. But then it's the other big focus. Our biggest focus right now is holders. Like, I want to we've done it organically in grassroots. Like, we didn't airdrop token to 5. You know how like some of these meme tokens, what I'm understanding is they just airdrop like 1,000 wallets or 2,000 wallets. So you're like, oh, there's a diversification. It's like, no, like they just airdrop random people these tokens. Where for us, we're very grassroots. So we don't have a lot of holders right now, but I want that number to, like, if you look in that roadmap, it's like, I want to hit that 1,000 mark. I want to hit that 5,000 mark in terms of holder count. Like, those are really important to us. And I know this is going to take longer because it's organic, but at least it's freaking real and something we can be proud of.
Yep. And then I seen on you the
sunshine is blasting me right now. I got to put up my little shade here.
Oh, there you go.
All right, here we go.
So I seen the project is audited by Spywolf, and so Spywolf, from what I understand, that they're partnered with Pinkcell. Did you guys launch off of Pinkcell?
Yes.
How did the launch go? I wasn't here for the launch.
Good. I'm trying. It was about 4 months ago. I think we raised like 17 ETH, 15 to 17 ETH, in the Pink sale. And again, like, I heard different things. Like, Pink sale's not good. Pink sale is good. Like, I don't know. Again, this goes part of that like journey of like, should we have done it? We did it, so now it's the past. Would I do it again? Maybe not. Learning lesson, like, and we did it, and so I think it was reasonably successful. I think we started, our market cap was around 50,000 was the initial starting market cap, and for me it was just always about doing things like right, and so assuming that this was like the right thing to do and it's fair, and so that's how we started, and just making sure the contract's renounced and liquidity is locked until 2069, which is again like part of our meme token, which I'll be 82.
Yeah, it was successful. You guys are here now, so it was successful. I was just always curious. I haven't talked to a project that really launched off Pinkcell. Just curious how that whole thing went. I've heard
Yeah.
good and bad, but it is
Yeah,
what
I
it is.
think it was fine. Again, it's like learning about like the back end of this, which is not my forte or expertise, but looking at contracts and audits and bubble maps and all this shit. Like I'm
Mhm.
just learning about all this for the first time, and it's good for me to know. And I'm happy to answer any questions, because when you audit or look at it, and there's warnings or something, and it's like the tax is the tax. Like I can't change it. Hell, I don't even know how to change it.
Mhm.
And future can't. No one can change it. Like the tax is always going to be 1%, and it's not changed. You can't change it. That's why we renounced the contract too. We just want to be as visible and clear with people as we could.
Mhm. So I know why you got so Wojak. It's on Ethereum, and I kind of know why you went with Ethereum. That's where the big money's at. That's where the big investors are at. Is there any particular reason why you went with ETH instead of like BNB or something else?
I guess, yeah, I guess I'm the most familiar with the ETH, layer one, and obviously there's Solana and Avalanche or Optimism or Base. I just BNB. I just believe like Ethereum is the most accessible. Gas is definitely a little high, but for onboarding like new people, it's probably the easiest way for people to learn and get into this. Where sometimes you have to like bridge, to get to certain different one solutions. But I just that was it. It was just kind of pretty much the most common, ETH. Let's keep it simple.
Yeah, felt like the simplest. I was gonna say it seems like ETH would be the simplest.
Yeah.
So now that this is your first project. Now that you are 4 months into it, about 4 months, somewhere around there. What are some of the hurdles that you've had that you
Oh
can
my
share?
God. Where do I start?
Yeah.
I mean, trust. It's just like trust and communication. So you have to be highly communicative, which people have, like Future and Blue Wall and so many of these people that have been helped. We talk every day, like every single day. We're on there every day. If someone's like away or like, I have kids, so we do stuff on the weekend. Like I'm not really available on the weekend and they know that, but I'm right there on Monday, and it's been like that for 4 months. So communication is really important. And then trust, like this guy, Cody, if he never did that, dude, I don't know why, I guess. And it wasn't even a lot of money. It was like 11 grand. And I'm just like, if you really needed help, maybe there was a better way. I don't understand why people do that. I really believe if he never did that, we would be in a multi-million-dollar market cap. I really do. We had such a good path. And that crushed us. That was a killer, because then community didn't trust us. Right. And that's why I was like, well, let's stick it out. Let's stay focused. That's why I'm here doing stuff like that. We're building partnerships with good people like Rodney. And I don't get on Google Meets calls anymore. So I would get on calls and meet different people. And I look for emotional intelligence and emotional balance. And in the beginning, I just listened to the people who have done this for a little while. And I was like, all right, that's fine. And then you get rugged or it just didn't work. And I'm like, all right, I'm tired of just spending ETH on shit that isn't doing anything or working. So then I really just went with what I know, which is my gut and my instincts. And if people aren't willing to get on a Google chat with me, I don't do anything with them. If I can't see your face and you're not going to show me who you are, there's no way I'm doing any sort of partnerships with you. And which is like the opposite of probably like most meme coins. It's like the founder never gets on.
Yep. Yeah, for real.
So it's the opposite there. And so there's just a lot of things that we could have done differently in the beginning to just save some ETH that we were, using to do different marketing or get people involved, content creation, it's just all that. We could have saved so much in the beginning, but we didn't, and it's fine. I don't stress about it. I don't lose sleep over it. It's just I take it all as a learning lesson to how we can do things differently moving forward. And I think we've established like we have a small but strong community, as you can see. Like they definitely stick around even when times are tough. But those are things that some of those things I can't control. I can't control whether Cody did that or a whale sells and then everyone sells. Like I know why people get into this. It's to make money. And I'm not. I get it, and I want them to. That's why I want this project to be successful. I want them to create whatever wealth for themselves that they can and have fun. But for me, it's just, let's create a fun community where people can interact and enjoy one another and enjoy the meme and get it. But, for me, it's like, I have fun with it, and I'm doing it for passion. And I tell people, it's not I have a full-time job. I have a family. We're not building the next Gala Games or, anything like that.
Yeah.
It's something that if the community can get behind it, like Doge and some of these other ones, I really want the community to come in and build and support and join something that's real, where the devs are actually here every day and showing up and participating. And I want them all to come participate, because I want them to, kind of rise up and be part of this with us.
Yes, exactly.
Some will and some won't. And that's totally cool. And it's kind of like a big experiment to see what happens over the next, 2 years.
A lot of the big successful, like let's just Shiba Inu, for example, is because of their community, 100% because of their community, but because they all, and times are different now, investors have gotten more savvy. They've gotten rugged. So their mindset has changed. But at that time, Shiba Inu, the community was kind of working for a common goal. I think they were donating to dog shelters or something like that. And the community kind of got behind them and rallied with that and stuck with that. That's kind of why I went over the roadmap, just to see, what the future, what we're looking for, and then maybe get the community on board. And right now we're still building, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No, absolutely.
Community
is everything.
Oh yeah, community is everything, 100%.
Especially in this meme space. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for people who want to have fun with us, talk with us, chat with us, and we talk about everything. We talk about just stupid meme tokens and random bullshit to sending stupid gifs and fun things out there, like woman dancing with a turkey or whatever.
Speaking of that, the content creation, who does that? Because those memes are great.
He's crushing it. I told him, it was like, you became a pro meme content creator in 4 months. Like, he's so good. We should show those off. Those are sweet.
Those are great. And then he even put my face in one of them. I was like, what? You got Waddy over here?
Waddy, yeah.
Those are awesome, man.
Like, if you vibe with this, you should join us. Like, if you like funny things like this, come hang out with us.
And on top of that, you guys are doing the art competition.
Yes.
That's still going on, right?
Yeah, it ends I believe it's next week. I believe it ends at the end of the month, next week. So come join, submit your art. We've had like awesome success we're going to keep doing contests, but we had another contest last month, and it was awesome. Like, the things people made were hilarious. And you're just like, what? Like, what do these kids do? I say kids, but they were young looking, creating some funny videos. And I was just like,
not only are they hilarious, I've seen one this morning, and it was of somebody drawing the Wojak2.69 meme. It was a drawing, and they kind of speeded it up, and then it had the result next to it. It was amazing. Whoever did that art piece, it was literally drawing, and it did a great job. And I think he painted it too. That one's a really, really good one.
That's cool.
Can't find it on here.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll post all the winners and everybody here next week, so it'll be over soon. But yeah, participate this weekend.
Yeah, so this art contest, the rules are you got to include the Wojak2.69 character on the theme and the theme of the competition, which is Chinese culture this go around, Chinese culture art. You got to post it on X, include #Wojak269 coin. Tag us at Wojak. You got to follow them on X. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, which the YouTube channel has some really good videos also. So definitely join the YouTube. I believe it's in the link in the description link down below, and then share it in Telegram. And just join the Telegram. Join the Telegram and chill with the community, because I jump in there, and also Alex is in there. Everybody's in there, and it's cool. It's a good vibe. I really like it.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, it's a cool vibe, and thanks, Chaka, for making this, and grateful for having you on board and working with you. We're always looking for help and guidance and growth, and keeping building that community up. And I think patience is key. I think that if we can grow within time, a big community, 2024 and 25 are going to be amazing years for crypto. And if we can be part of that as Wojak2.69, that would just be a blessing, and that's what we're looking for.
So where would you like to see Wojak 1 year from now? Where would you like Wojak What's your
I would
vision?
love it to still be around, you know. And yeah, I mean, if we're talking about pure market cap, yeah, I mean, I love us to be at like a $69 million market cap. I believe that's a sustainable place where we can do really cool things, whatever we vote on to do, whether it's, you know, just memeing and merchandising or gaming or you know, donating to Children's Hospital on a frequent basis. Like, I love that to be a part of like the marketing in itself. Like, that will allow us to be able to do the things that we truly want to do. If we can get to that kind of like $69 million market cap, that's where I'd want it to be. And now you can hear my son screaming like a wolf downstairs. So yeah, that's my goal, is like, let's get to that volume and that market cap, and build this community and get to 69 million. And then we can have some fun, right? Then like, that's when things get interesting. When you're here at like 200K, even like to $1 million, you're just kind of there. Once you break that multi-million-dollar level, what happens is people get to that level and they sell out, right? Or they run, where it's like, Future and I, like, we'd love to turn this into like a side passion project into something full-time, but we can't do that unless it is at that type of level, because I have a good life, I have a good career, I make good money. Like, I don't need to do this. But if we're talking about like, we're getting into that serious like volume and market cap, man, that would be just being able to do this full-time and change things around a little bit. I mean, I'm a collector, right? I love toys, I love NFTs, the video games. Like, being able to do this full-time would be the most amazing thing that could come out of this, but we'll see.
That's awesome. Well, I don't want to keep you too long. You know, I hear the little ones, you know, they want that daddy time. Anything else you'd like to share with the community before we sign out?
Yeah, no, just I appreciate everyone that's been here and stayed with us. Thank you so much. Like, you've been through a lot. We all been through a lot the last 4 months, ups and downs. And I really believe we're going to have bluer skies ahead. I really do, in my gut, in my heart. And just keep joining with us. Invite your friends, your communities, talk about us, and just have them join in chat, you know, in Telegram and hang out. If they think they vibe with us, then, you know, come join the community.
Awesome, man. Well, I appreciate you, Alex. I appreciate everybody in the chat who showed up, all the Wojak2.69 Army. Appreciate everybody. It's been great. We have to do this again. Again. Set up something in the future. But any upcoming Twitter Spaces or X Spaces?
We're doing Space with Rodney next week. On Wojak Wednesday. I have to talk to him about it because I'm going to be flying that day to New York City. So we either have to move it to Tuesday or move it to Thursday. So we'll see. But there's going to be one with Rodney next week. Awesome.
Look forward to that. All right. Well, I appreciate you, man. I got to get started on my late Thanksgiving.
Yeah, brother. Enjoy.
All right. It was nice meeting you, man. Thank you.
Brother. Peace. Bye.
Later.
Crypto, crypto,